Musikproduktiv und Musitalk TV präsentieren den Webcast von der Musikmesse 2012. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zum Messecast 2012 von der Frankfurter Musikmesse, präsentiert von Musitalk und Musikproduktiv. Jetzt bin ich bei Mackie am Stand und da gibt es ja diesen abgefahrenen Mixer, der ein halbes iPad ist und ein halbes richtiges Mischpult. Und das lasse ich mir jetzt mal von Greg von Mackie erklären. Hallo Greg.
Hi, thank you. This is the DL1608. It's a digital mixer. It's a 16-channel digital mixer, and it combines that digital power with the ease and portability of the iPad. We have 16 of our boutique Onyx mic preamplifiers here, and these are the analog gain controls. You can see there's bicolor LEDs. Right now it's green, showing I have signal, and when I turn it up, it turns red.
Greg, let me just ask a couple of questions, because will I be able to see the gain also on the iPad?
Yes, that's what I was going to show you here, is when I do clip here, I'm also clipping on the iPad, so you always know you don't necessarily have to be near this portion to know that you're clipping, and you can always come back and make that adjustment. So every channel has a fader, it has a mute button, a solo button, and pan control right here. And you'll see whenever I touch something, it grows and it glows. That is so that you can be confident that you have the right control under your finger before you move it.
First question, because I know from a lot of artists who do DJing, live acts, and they always complain that they can't really work with this kind of mirrored graphics. Because, you know, in a club or in a live situation, you sometimes have really light coming in and you hardly see anything. Do you think that might be a problem?
I don't think so. I mean, I think there's ways you can deal with that. You know, we've had this in a variety of environments, and I've really never encountered that problem. So I don't think that would be an issue. No.
Cool.
But continuing on with the channel, that's the mixer layer, and it's very easy to get from channel to channel. I'm looking at channels 1 through 8 now, and I just swipe side to side to see my other channels. To get into the channel DSP, the plugins, here's an EQ screen. See, I have 4-band EQ. It's really fun to mix this way. I can pinch nodes and a lot of flexibility. It's a fun way to mix. It really is.
You told me in the beginning that all the processing power is actually done in the hardware, and this is basically just a control panel.
That's exactly right. All the processing happens in the mixer. I can turn the iPad off, and the mixer is still mixing. It's just waiting to be told what to do next.
Next great question. Will this also battery power the iPad?
It is charging right now, yeah. Well, it's actually fully charged, so.
Okay, so it's a charge. It's not in the middle of a live performance.
No. Yeah. If you need to charge up, bring it back here. So, but that's the cool thing. You can turn it off. You can take it and check your email if you have time. If the show's running smoothly, you can do anything you would normally do with your iPad. You can do. The mixer's going to continue operating per normal until the application tells it to do something different. So again, on the channels.
Another question: the communication between the iPad and the hardware, is it done via Wi-Fi or through the dock connector?
Right now, it's connected to the dock, so the communication is happening through the dock connector. But I can connect this via a Wi-Fi router. There's an Ethernet port on the back, and you just plug that into a Wi-Fi router. There you go. It's right here, and then the iPad will automatically be connected to the mixer. In fact, you can connect up to 10 iPads to one mixer. So that allows you to give everybody in the band their own iPad and allow them to mix their own monitor.
Maybe that's not a good idea.
If you choose to do that, we'll have some lockdown functionality as well, so you can give them access to only those parameters that you'd like them to be able to.
That's cool. That means I can use multiple iPads to control one mixer.
Exactly right. So there's quite a bit more to the DSP here. So that's your EQ on a channel. If I flick up, now I see my gate and my compressor, which I also have on every channel. One more flick, and I see my reverb and my delay. Now that's global. I just have access to the global settings from every channel. So very fast to get around. I can go to any channel, get into the DSP, tweak EQ, tweak compression, jump around, and always get back to the mixer very quickly. On the outputs, I have, right now I'm looking at the left-right mix, and that comes out on these balanced XLR connectors. I also have 6 balanced 1/4-inch connectors on the back for my aux sends. And to get to an aux send mix, I simply come over here to this strip.
How many sends are there?
6 auxiliaries, yes. I just come to this strip over here and pick the aux mix I want. Let's do aux 2. It flips to that layer of faders, and now I'm mixing aux 2 on those faders.
One question on the DSP effects. What kind of technology are they based on? Are they like the Mackie that I had, the digital 8 bus, or what? Or the traction software? Where's the software originally coming from?
Well, we have a history with digital products and digital DSP and algorithms, and it's a kind of an amalgamation of the best of all of that. So I can't give away the secret sauce, but it's.
Okay. I mean, is it DSP? There's probably a DSP in here.
Oh yeah.
What kind?
There's a 4th gen Shark in there, kind of doing most of that. Yeah. But there's a little bit more here. I just want to show you on the outputs. Every output has a 31 band graphic EQ, as well as a compressor limiter.
And an analyzer.
Not an analyzer. But who knows? I mean, this is a product that's going to continue to evolve. It's an iPad application. And
it's all in the software, Greg.
Exactly. It's just typing. That's what we tell our engineers all the time. It's easy. Just type the code. Anyhow, so that's your inputs and your outputs. Where it does get interesting again is that when you go wireless, you can take the mixer out and it'll seamlessly switch over to wireless mode. And now I can walk the venue. I can go to my outputs, stand in front of monitors and ring them out. I can go to front of house and make sure the mix sounds good there. Go up to the balcony, make sure it's good there. I can turn it off and use the restroom if I have to, or like I said before, you can check email. It's an iPad. All the processing again happening in the DL1608, and this is just an iPad that's telling it what to do.
Can I record a stereo mix from the? Yes.
Good segue there. If I go back to the main output layer here, you'll see there is a record function here. If I just hit that, when the iPad is docked, it will record the main mix through the dock connector into the iPad. And similarly, you'll see the last channels here are my reverb and delay returns, as well as an iPad channel. So I can simply switch over, go into my music app, pick a song, go back to the app, and now I have my break music.
And today, these days, you know, most of the bands play with playbacks, so they can fire them off from the iPad, right?
Yeah, exactly. And this iPad channel is accessible on every aux send, so you can add as much of that to the monitor mixes as you'd like.
Great. How much?
Euro list price would be $12.99, excluding tax.
Including the iPad.
Good try.
Okay, great. I mean, it looks like, it's got a lot of hype already. You know, people are really, really keen. Even my viewers, they send us explicitly here to talk to you and get a demo.
Well, I appreciate you stopping by. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Me too. Thanks.